Welcome to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. Join us in our campaign and shenanigans as we explore the subterranean labyrinths, plunder hordes of treasure, battle legendary monsters. This podcast will be following our gaming group and the adventures of these characters, as well as a few guests from time to time. Join us as we start a new campaign and our journey to experience the best, and maybe the worst, in the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok's story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Welcome back to Goblins of Conquest.
I'm gonna bring the light with the log from the fire. We're gonna cauterize these hands.
So are you gonna cut off some of the hands?
No,
Start with the grandma.
I take the vest aside and I tell him quietly as I hand him 15 gold pieces. This is the beginning.
Oh, a beautiful friendship.
We're gonna be at the ziggurat.
The what? The who?
Go to the swamp.
The what?
We're going to the swamp.
Zigga what?
Yeah, there's a temple.
Oh, swamp. Okay, swamp I get. Ziggurat, too big of a word for me.
Is it known of?
No, it's not. It's only in the historical reference that you guys found that's out there. To everyone else, it's just a swamp.
We're going to the swamp, and that's where you'll find us.
Okay. Cool. We'll head that direction.
We won't start with the symbols, these signs pointing us until we get to the swamp. So that way someone else following the road doesn't also start seeing.
And of course, he immediately barks out to one of the guys to make sure not only do they have their hands tied to each other, but they tie one leg to each other so they can't really run away.
So I've not only given him more information,
Give him cash.
but I gave him cash. Well, I think that I've bought both by confidence as well as money. We'll see what that takes with us.
Then he's basically ordering them all to be gagged because he doesn't want to hit their socks.
I'm going to write out the note.
That's not going to stop.
Which is really just a group of hieroglyphic symbols. Okay?
And it also says, send back the mercenaries. Do not use them.
Oh, you didn't mean just the heads. Okay.
No, you send them intact back.
Send more paramedics.
Send more brains. Okay, so basically they slowly start trotting off. Are you giving them the 3 horses?
Yeah, I think we have enough mounts otherwise.
Yeah.
You got it. Okay, so they basically look at you guys and are kind of doing the whole riding off in the direction they're supposed to.
A lot of trust.
And that's a lot of trust.
And can I have added at the end, if you betray me, I will kill you personally.
You can. So, who's got the best? Who's got the best persuasion or intimidation? Either or.
We are the Goblin of Conquest.
Charisma.
Yeah.
I got a +4 persuasion.
I got +3 in intimidation.
Okay, go ahead and give me your roll.
Yeah, next.
What'd you get?
8.
Okay, for the most part, they definitely seem super loyal.
Okay. But I will explain to them.
But hobgoblins, you can re-roll.
And it's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get that free re-roll.
Yeah, you can add 4 to your roll.
Save.
What is the just add straight bonus?
Yeah, add 4 to it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was 1 per ally.
Max of 5. There's more than 5 people here to watch.
So that'd be 13.
Okay, so 13, you feel that you both have reassured them quite nicely that there will be dire consequences if they don't follow through.
And it's not just them. It's the village, their family. Everyone in the last 3 people they talked to.
Okay, I'll give you advantage on that one.
I should have thought of it.
You just need to be more evil.
Well, it would have just been the next
I
one.
have a hard time.
Which I would have hired it to.
I was
really hard for you.
Okay.
Come on.
So especially when you mention these 3 people that they talk to, you see they seem to be very, they like boot one of the peasants to move faster. You have a strong suspicion.
Not to interrupt, but did we let them know that I was sending a message?
Yeah.
Okay.
You basically made sure to have it openly overheard that you would be sending the message ahead.
Even though you can't.
Even though I can't. They don't know.
Yeah. It wasn't the best bluff, but it was bluff. Okay, so you see their caravan of sorrow heading off back the direction you guys came.
Real name for it.
Oh.
I love it.
We should keep that name down. Every time we send
The caravan of sorrow.
On the other hand, this could have been a really poor choice because they could deliver them, inspect our operations, and then go tell their captain.
Don't give Jim ideas.
This is Tide sitting there walking away.
He's introspective.
My brain is like
Crapshoot.
synapsing like,
It's like, if I was these assholes, this is what I would do.
and that's when I look at you and I say, just that. We may have to kill a whole mercenary army.
They're in my lands. At some point we're going to. It's not a matter of if we, it's just when.
It's just when you get to that place. Okay, so you guys are heading off. Go ahead and whoever's the best as I look over at the ranger, give me a land navigation roll.
So that would be what goes in survival, right?
It's basically, it's going to be survival.
Yeah, survival. Okay. Are we still in the forest here?
You are at the very edge of the forest
Okay,
here,
so-
where it's turning into swamp, which
Alright,
is why
yeah.
you need to get your bearings.
Yeah, well, I won't be able to pull my necklace. Yeah, that's like one of every type of necklace.
This will be the last time you can use that.
Okay, that was a proficiency bonus done. Okay, so I said +6 for survival. A 19 on the 19 total.
19. So you are having no problem, guys, on the old ancient map you're looking at. It's like 3,000 years old. Nothing looks like it should in the map. You're supposed to cross like 3 riverbeds that don't exist anymore. And you're clearly guiding them the direction you need to go. To where you're realizing the trees are starting to change from a forest ecosystem to a swampy ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
And you can practically smell the humidity just with the sticky moistness in the air. As you guys are going to the Stillwater swamp area. Which, you know it's just a not nice place. Because in that occasional good
Date is this like
Yeah.
we all think
But he's a
great.
forest goblin.
Yeah.
He's got a thing
then
about
I'll wallow.
he's got a thing about waist deep water when you're only waist tall.
That's fair.
Is everyone's climbing up on their own bear? So you guys are following the path, and there's a little sign that's got like 3 different little areas where it goes to Swamp of No Hope, Stillwater Township, and then the sign coming back the direction you went to, the actual, and it says just civilization.
I mean, we'll have to fix that.
So which one of these paths are you guys taking?
I like the no hope thing.
Yeah. That sounds like something.
The swamp of the swamp of No Hope is actually the direction that your map says you need to go for the ziggurat.
I was going to say Swamp of No Hope, but it's a town to ransack.
We can get it on the way back.
It's not
Caravan
going to
of
go
Sorrow
anywhere.
Yes.
Sit down.
I have
It can
no
rebuild while we're gone.
and
We can have number 3.
I do understand what you're saying.
He's getting his tyranny on. He's level 3 now.
All right.
But we can get it either way.
Greater goals.
Okay.
On the
I'll
swamp.
still, I'll still know the general way that is.
So you guys you're powering through your trip. You know your mount's getting tired. It's about time for you guys to
Eat them. Oh, sorry.
Wow. You may not have any real relationships with them yet, but still.
His wolf keeps biting her.
Has the wolf
I just got a whole bunch of
Sniffing at you.
It's like, how many times have you
He's
jumped off
trying to eat your mouse.
to go into the tree?
We just haven't bonded yet.
So you guys are heading your way. Who's in the lead of the group? You
No.
can travel two abreast if you want.
I'll probably, I could probably run in front for the general
Okay,
navigation.
since you're like the scouty scout guy.
Yeah, yes.
Go ahead and give me a perception check as you're coming around a little bend.
Ooh,
The
awesome.
path is turning really crappy. It's getting mucky. You know.
I'm real confident with my
swampy
9.
With your 9. You guys are going around the corner, and all of a sudden, you smash your mount into something. Something small, goblin-shaped, brown and dirty, leaves, mud,
So goblin.
and it looks like a large spear stuck straight into the ground as you and your mount tumble into something. Go ahead and give me a acrobatics or athletics roll as you dive off your wolf.
I'll acrobatics for flavor.
Okay.
Equal bonus 21.
You do this fly off and you like plant as you're looking back at the rest of the group's coming, and all you see is your wolf piling into a small goblin-sized human or a halfling. You can't really tell. You know, it's either a small human or a big halfling that seemed to have been bound on a spear, like it was. And they're just it's alive, whoever it is, whatever it is. It's covered in mud and muck.
Oh, it's still, it is moving.
And it
moving
basically
downward.
looks like someone had them tied to a stick and then stuck the stick into the ground and left in a hurry.
That is beautiful work.
Yeah, I think would have been better.
And immediately you guys are hearing this sobbing, crying start, and the wolf is doing the whole yippee sound that you hear from a wolf. So everybody give me a animal handling roll to stop your mounts. Oh, you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
It stopped.
Yours.
I'm gonna go try to gather and see.
Uh-oh.
Do you have
Yeah. So what'd you get? 13?
I thought I would have time to go back and get it. 10.
10? So you minus 1? Okay.
19.
19. Cleric's like, oh, yeah!
I'm taking a 10.
You're taking a 10? What did you
It's
get?
giving me a 10.
Oh, okay.
I don't get any bonuses.
And
Whether he wants to or not, he's taking it.
so the two of you barely stop your mounts. Cleric reins up on her mount immediately. It like snaps, and you just like dead dog eye stare
Yeah,
at
it's
it
more like
itself.
Flick in the nose.
And Paladin pulls the reins back, and your mount stops. And they're all looking at the wolf that's like getting itself untangled from the human. And you're just hearing this child sob coming out of the mound of dirt, muck, leaves.
So, snack sauce?
Yeah, I'm gonna start.
So-
Well, yeah, I guess I'm busy. Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start trying to peel.
Whoever wants to go first,
I'm gonna
go
start
first.
trying to get some of the mud off the head of this thing. I try to better identify what it is.
You immediately, as soon as you just pull some of the clay muck that's on there, it's obviously a human child. You know, that is, I don't know how you found the squeak in that chair. We tested it.
She has
You
skin.
clean the mug, and this child's just bawling because you see bruises all over it where it tumbled. And its hands and feet are tied behind its back against the now broken spear that's on the ground. Yeah, it kind of like snapped in half, and this dog and child went bouncing around.
So I don't really have much I can cover the thing. I try to just smother it. I just feel like I'm trying to re-gag it, basically. So that way you hear me.
Okay, you basically pull off a piece of the stuff and just shove a clunk of moss and mud back in the kid's mouth.
I'm down a little kid!
I'm gonna get off my mount, go over to the kid, and go, "Child, where are you from?"
And you just see tears with the gag mouth. No!
Take the gag.
There's this like bucks.
I'm over trying to get mud out of your mouth.
I'm from Stillwater Village. And she's just looking absolutely fucking terrified at all of you. That and the wolf that's still snarling at her. Are you gonna eat me?
Not right now.
You're going to eat me!
Maybe later.
I'm like crouching before my wolf, and I was in the process of trying to calm it down and feed it a ration, even though it didn't like it. But I know that I have to make friends with this thing. Right? And I stand up to my full height and I point at it and I say, "Keep your voice down, or I will eat you."
Give me an intimidation roll.
You
have advantage.
It's a bugger until like a child can beat it.
Low DC.
An 11, actually a 10, because I had -1 in charisma.
It's because you were so
Even
cute
with-
playing with your
yes.
puppy. And you went there in your intimidating manner. The child kind of looks at you, but is trying to be quiet-ish.
I realized what happened just there, and so a lightning lure comes up out of my hand, and I crack it up and let the thing just fizzle and dissipate.
Okay, of course, all the wolves kind of like growl and snarl at that. None of them like that.
I was irritated. It
Okay.
made me feel better. Then I go back to what I was doing.
You're gonna eat me.
I want you to answer me.
Two wolves. I don't want to die. First, the scaled one's now this time.
Wait, what scale ones?
The scaled ones, they say they come at night, but they actually do.
What do they look like?
Scaled.
Well, no, come on now.
They look like giant lizard people or crocodiles.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh, I need some boots.
Scabbard.
Don't eat me! I don't want to be
I'm gonna stuff the thing back in the kid's mouth, untie the feet, and we're gonna go on our way. And the kid can fend for itself.
Okay, you cut her loose.
Mercy.
And she,
Relatively speaking.
Huh?
she immediately starts scampering away from you.
Hold on. Before she scampers away, give her just a piece of cloth with bloody right hand in it. Just take it.
Oh, yes!
Business card. And she looks at it. I don't understand. You're getting
She had a gag.
Yeah, gag.
And
We all point. Go home.
And immediately she starts limping down the road and looks back at you all like she doesn't know what the hell she just experienced, but she's hurt and she's limping and she's
Be like,
crying.
oh, there's a lizard food. Let's go play.
In Goblin, I say weakness.
Play with lizards. Let's go play.
Weakness.
Fuck off.
So you guys basically continue on until you get to that point where your ranger's basically telling you we need to rest the mounts. Call it a night. So what is your plan for a campsite? Survivalist is going to give us a survivalist roll to see if he can feed and make a decent bonfire. If you want a bonfire, you don't have to have it. You can always just sleep with your wolves.
Yeah, it's kind of 9.
A 9, so he brings back some brackish water. He's like, it's safe. And y'all look at him.
I mean,
turns up his nose.
Because my Outlander future, a wanderer, so it's like we've got food and water for you and 5 other, as long as the area provides. But I'm assuming that in these swamps we may not necessarily have these access to clean water.
It'll provide things, just you get some things that are distasteful by goblin standards down. As the goblins and bugbears looking at it going, No.
I don't try
There's something in the dark you need it? No.
Fair enough.
Yeah, for future reference, I don't need anything until the bugbear dies.
My level of
If the bugbear doesn't need it,
just dissertate.
Yeah, really.
So when it comes to you guys taking your rest, are you guys going to take shifts, guarding? It's already pretty dark.
Yeah, I'm going to take
Fog is starting to creep in.
I'm gonna sleep in a tree.
You're going to sleep in a tree away from everybody else?
No, not away, just above.
Okay, cool. That's alright. We've separated apart.
So I'll take first watch, since I can get a full sleep that week. And then you want last watch, because you both need that. But you haven't cast anything.
Right.
So it should be fine. But I would first. Me first.
No, me first.
No, me first.
I won't go at all. It's fine.
I don't think so, but thanks for playing.
So basically 10 o'clock at night till 4 in the morning is first shift, and 4 in the morning till 10 o'clock in the morning is next shift. So you're going to...
No,
You're sleeping
I'm going to
late.
work 2 hours, and then I'm going to go kick one of these.
Yeah, okay.
If I hit the tree, you can't
So
get
you're not even going to let them come on rest, is what you're saying.
That's in the tree.
He
No, you're not.
has the reach.
higher than
So
that.
what you're saying is it looks like these guys aren't getting a full night's sleep.
Correct.
I don't
The
know.
caster's drug getting a full night's sleep.
That's correct.
Sure. Okay. So first watch, it's kind of dark, it's kind of dank. You know, Giggle snorts up in the tree, Giggle snorting in the tree. So after you do your first watch, which one are you gonna wake up? Bugs are buzzing around, mosquitoes are doing the mosquito thing.
If we had a fire, then bugs wouldn't be so bad.
Aconite.
Yeah. Alright, that takes second watch.
Okay, so Ranger, as you're doing your Ranger danger thing on first watch, go ahead and give me a perception roll.
22.
Wow, you did really well. As
For
you're
change.
doing first watch, all of a sudden you, of course, like smack a bug that lands on you and sucking some of your blood. You're like, that's sucking. And of course, I'm assuming you would lick it, eat it too.
Oh, yeah.
You hear flapping noise. Flapping noise. Now you rolled really good. So you obviously are watching the flapping things flap closer and closer towards your camp because you caught them a good distance away.
Okay.
And you're a ranger. You got dark vision. You're looking at the distance. You know shit. That's your thing. You're a ranger. You know shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a nature roll because you're gonna get a chance to watch these things as they're slowly getting closer and closer.
21.
So you guesstimate, that was pretty good, roll. That was pretty good.
I can't find his food, but I can find his danger.
You can find food from a certain point of view. There's about 2 handfuls of those coming
Oh,
out.
thank God it's not an issue.
You know them. They're basically the fat mosquitoes of the nature world.
Okay.
And that's why it's completely appropriate that you smash a mosquito and
Yeah.
bugs in the air.
Like, how much am I allowed to read of this paragraph? These paragraphs?
You rolled a 21, dude. 21.
You're
I respect the 20 plus.
Yeah.
Normally I just give you like 3 main key points, but it's easier for me to hand you the book and say if anyone wants to take a quick run to the restroom, that's probably a good time. See how you time that? That's almost like I have to go to the restroom.
Okay.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, but you're already up.
DM first.
You're already there, go for it.
Alright.
You're supposed to be evil.
Embrace the evil. 10-foot reach and you still can't get the
look
lid.
there because I actually showed a slight hint of mercy.
That was just
Oh, that's what you call
Chance
mercy?
That
Chance
was
glance?
it was chance.
it was the thought was a slight hint of mercy. He sent the calling card. We're coming for you.
Or you rescued the children, and these are the people that need to be thanked one way or another.
They won't know until we get there.
So
We'll see how. how much ground do they have?
Because after all, it is a beast, so it's an animal.
It's going to be enough.
Yeah,
Whatever we take is going to be enough. Whatever they offer may be different.
And you're sensing that there's at least 2 handfuls in the mountain. That's the goblin counts. 2 handfuls. So you basically see this small flock of sturge come fluttering up, which are basically horrific bats with wings and a big mosquito nose.
Yeah.
Think Land of the Lost, the movie.
I don't want to think of the nugget. The mosquito noses.
Having fun in that other group. We have a changeling. I'm a furbach druid. So you've actually been doing a little bit of I got as a furbach, I get disguise self. That can actually change my height for like a week.
Wow.
Yeah, it's because
They're really tall, yeah.
they're tall, so their natural disguise self. Like, yeah, I can make myself much shorter, but yeah, we've been going in and like I was talking about that module. So I disguised myself as Clark, and the changeling disguised himself as one of the other goblins, and we went like I could look like Clark, I couldn't talk like him, so I let the other guy do the talking. Trying to go up there. I get up there and because I've got the quarterstaff. I took Shillelagh from the quarterstaff and stuff like that. So I was like, it's like he was pounding it and stuff like that.
That one.
That was amusing
is
though. Where he's like, go up to the goblin who likes nothing about Clark, and he's just like, no, stab in his staff.
We still joke with that one with the I'm a pretty princess. In our group, our halfling, she disguised herself as a goblin.
Okay.
Because we had Jazz's character, Hobart, a hobgoblin.
Okay.
Basically a hobgoblin fighter, and she basically disguised herself as one of the goblins, and she doesn't speak goblin. But the elf wizard in the group, the salted elf was his nickname at this point because he was salted. Played by Xander. Basically told her a phrase in goblin to say whenever someone talks to her. And he wrote down on a piece of paper and handed it to me that it's, I'm a pretty princess in goblin.
I'm gonna have to remember that because I actually happened to take Goblin on this guy like as his extra language. I'm like, all right, yeah, like it felt appropriate in terms of out in the forest. Like he picked up the language of these little buggers.
You listened to them talk once, and now you picked it up. And it's funny because when she said, "What's the word?" and the word is "Goblin," which is really Goblin for "I'm a pretty princess."
That's funny.
Yes.
And all the goblins they ran into when she goes, "Gobbity gop," they kind of chuckle, and she realizes they let her pass. This is what happens when you roll up. Oh. And you're making me squeak. You make things squeaky is a superpower.
Yay!
I was like, we'll get that Furbach magic trait. And I'm like thinking, like, okay, yeah, we'll use disguise self while in town and the detect magic while out on adventures. Like, no, wait, no, this disguise self is coming in useful.
Are you kidding? The Furbogs being the Bigfoot of D&D.
Yeah.
We're not really out there.
Yeah, no, it's that guy's been pretty good. Is coming up with his little story of everything, and I realize he's hermit. He is the conspiracy. He like of the hermit sort of traits stuff like that. I kind of like the conspiracy theory kind of things happen for a reason, and all things are connected. But he's also calm and big. Yeah, I got into like when I was talking about that like we're going to like talk about trying to release one of the human captives. Like. I was like, personality traits, like, I am calm even in the face of danger. I like reiterate that as an inspiration point.
Well, yes, you are. You're calm, but you're slowly making a vine conspiracy board on a tree that goes like across trees. This conspiracy goes to this one. What are you doing?
I'm braiding your hair.
What?
In a fancy braid.
I still love that. Spanish vampires versus, Aztec lizard.
Oh, she did.
Okay. that expansion, that's the thing, is the Aztec dinosaur riders versus the Spaniard vampires.
It's a 4-string upgrade.
Yeah. Want me to snap you later?
I've got many.
Again, reinforcing D&D and Magic being close together because D&D came out with their dinosaur one at the same time the Magic did.
Well, you notice I got rid of all mine. So.
I was like, is it just the color or is there more?
The name is yellow.
Awesome.
Got rid of it.
It's the summer cut for the winter.
No, I get headaches. I love my hair long. It's just.
So,
Yeah.
camera zips back in after a
Yeah.
commercial break. You're
Yeah.
sitting there clearly watching this flop hop flutter your direction.
So there's a good number. Yeah, I think I need to wait.
It's a pretty big number.
Yeah.
It's 2 answers.
Oh yeah, no, it's. I wait. Yeah. Yes, I go and wait.
I don't know how many either. I just kind of take off my shoes.
I was too busy counting.
There are lots of names.
Okay, so
I have intelligence of 10.
Yeah, you
My
can-
charisma is 8.
So how are you waking everybody up? What is your modus operandi for?
I'm going to first yell to try to get them all like at once.
Nudges them with his muzzle.
Okay.
Hey, you guys!
Okay, so they're all starting to wake up as
stealthy.
you know.
we got the bloodbaths.
Why are you laughing?
Was it about a bloodbath?
He's like,
Act like we're not laughing.
I like bloodbaths for breakfast.
Because of the Goonies joke. I'm laughing myself. Yeah. Bunch of blood. Yeah, this is blood. Yeah.
Words are
Yes.
Words are hard.
Blood
Okay.
blast.
Yeah.
So you
Blood-sucking sturges. Whole bunches of them. Need some help here.
So you're ready, awake, armored, weapons. Your friends are all sleeping.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably be running towards them to get ready to start jostling those. Yeah. Well, hit them with the.
You could shoot one of them. The
I'm
scourge is
not-
not your teammates.
Oh.
The danger, not your allies.
Okay,
I mean,
that's
we
true.
were kind of
That's true.
dangerous anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead.
He's probably thinking, how do I run and die real fast?
I shoot the bugbear, and in pain he will wake the rest up with thunder wave.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Let's see. Yeah, that's not gonna help. It's not gonna help this next. I'm go ahead and fire a bow.
You can do a magic spell? You got some cool spells?
I got Planar Warrior. I don't have. Well, I have Hail of Thorns. I can
That's
probably
an
pop.
interesting
Yeah,
spell.
they're probably swarmed up enough.
Oh yeah, they're definitely clustered around each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bonus act get Hail of Thorns, and then
Okay, so you whisper to your arrow and it starts
Yes.
sprouting thorns.
yeah, Shining Thorns. And
That's
prepare
what
to
becomes a
forward.
grenade.
Yes. And the initial attack is a 23.
Hit.
Yeah.
You bullseye the first one, and then immediately your arrow explodes for how much damage?
Well, they make dex saves. Okay, well, yeah, so the arrow itself will do 4 points of damage.
It explodes in this horrible bloody splatter because it's quite well fed and wanting more
Yeah.
food.
And then they will they'll take 1 damage on a failed dex save. They take half on success, so I assume that means 0.
Okay, so
Yeah, I
think it's one,
It's
so-
one regardless.
Okay. Well, it's it. Yeah. So,
It's good. We can get done.
Your arrow was tired.
It was.
yeah.
On the plus side, only one made his deck save. So he is
Yeah.
spared half of that damage of the mighty one point. As your arrow explodes, you see lacerations all around. As you guys are waking up and you're hearing the tree branches explode with thorns. And it's only one square adjacent, right?
Yeah.
Which is good because we're talking up, down, left, right. The swarm was all together in the tree. As you're waking up looking across, going, why is that other tree exploding with blood?
I think I'm sleeping still.
Okay.
This is a pleasant dream.
So immediately upon, you taking your shot and everyone's starting to get awake and moving and grabbing your stuff. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative. You can use it.
Yeah.
It's a shame that they're -4 to initiative.
Mine's +3.
Oh, you got the same roll. It looks like.
did.
Okay, so what did Gigglesnort get?
And I got it.
9.
18.
Wow, you're not running miles.
I know, right?
19, so that's 21. Yep, 21.
Thank God I didn't go first.
Everyone rolled really well, including the bad guys. So, Gigglesnort, you're waking up in the tree, you've got your bow, you're seeing flapping wings all starting to get up and scatter as a big horde of nasty little mosquito bats.
Yeah.
The nasty little. And they're coming your guys' direction.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to be very good at this.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to shoot at whichever one's closest to.
Okay, go for it. Friend that you 20, I took away from you.
Yeah.
Do you need D6 or D8?
8. Uh,
16, you immediately get up, pull your bow back, aim at the first one as it's like, and your arrow it explodes horribly. It's just like wings flapping and blood smear like you just hit a tick.
Ew.
It's nasty. It's nasty. You probably don't want that arrow back.
I'll do what
It's
I want.
better when it explodes in your mouth.
Yeah.
Speaking from a bugbear. So you're aware the bugbear's attack is going to be a fight.
So it is now Paladin of Tyranny's turn.
They're goblin gushers.
Conquest.
Are there any within reach of me?
Nope. They're about
Right.
15 feet away in the air.
Goblins like taking
There's about 8 of them, you think.
So since there's not a whole lot I can do as far as being
That's
swords,
just
etc. I'm going to use my channel divinity to create
Right. It's one reason to take care of the wolves.
my conquering presence. So
Okay, so what does your conquering presence do?
they need to make a wisdom save, or they become afraid.
Now, is this anything? It does it have to be intelligent, or?
Anything I choose.
Okay. So is there a limit on how many, or?
Nope.
Okay. So it's got to be a save.
And that should be within 30 feet of me.
Okay. Save versus
Wisdom.
wisdom.
My save, which is 12.
12? Okay. One of them has no problem with it. Oh, Jesus, natural 20. Natural 20 has no problem with it. 15 has no problem with it.
They're all looking at you like,
One of them is, a pair of them are flying off. Afraid on their turn. Jesus Christ, another match was going.
I don't like these guys. Let's kill them.
So you're seeing about 4 of them are wanting to flee from your fearful presence. The rest are all like, you full of blood! You full of the num-nums.
oh, no.
Yeah, well, 4 of the 8 want to flee. Okay, so it's going to be our cleric's turn.
Chill touch.
Chill touch. You gonna tell the nearest one to chill out?
Oh, yeah.
Just be some creepy hand up.
No, of course not. No. Whole lot of that. It's a 10.
He has a 10. You reach up and you cast your chill touch, and the fog is starting to set in. Your hand just goes out, kind of wafts through the fog, and just disappears. Your connection death right now. It's because these things are so full of life. As your spiritual hand just goes wafting off into the
Next time. I'm just waking up. That's my problem.
Yep, you don't wake up out of bed and throw a chill touch out there.
No, you wake up and you shoot a bow. That's how you're supposed to do it.
So immediately you're seeing 4 of these things going fluttering the other fucking direction. They are being away.
Words.
They're
beating ass out of there. I was trying to filter back.
Beat feet.
I'm like, there's no kids here. So immediately the 6 that you see left are going to split off into 2 different groups. The first one's going to be heading straight towards the scary guy because those 3 natural 20s are coming right after you. It's like they're like, you're full of goodness and vitality. And the other 3 are going for the goblin up in the tree.
Why would you do that?
Meanwhile, the guy who exploded them with thorns, they're not even looking at him now. He chose well. So we're gonna pick on the little goblin first. Ooh. They might be small, but they're nasty. So the first one's gonna try to bite you. Will an 18 hit you?
No. Yes.
But will it really hit you?
Yeah.
For 5 points of damage. It harpoons your leg. Your leg that's holding onto the tree, it just
It's not
right
all the way
into
on the
it.
tree.
How is my leg holding on to a tree?
You're riding around the tree with your tiny legs, like a motorcycle.
Gotcha.
You're clenching. So the next one is going to come for your shoulder while you're clenching. Oh, that's not bad at all. Will an 8 hit you?
It will not hit me.
Are you going to roll high or single digits?
I like the single digits. Keep it that way.
And the last one will hit you with 16 for another 6 points of damage.
Alright. I didn't write down my hit points because I'm special. So is it still?
Yvonne's still
yeah,
alive.
so you get max at first and half or average.
So your hit point total, your AC is 16 and your 18 hit points. So you just got harpooned. And then the other ones are coming after the paladin. This is where the natural 20s are back.
You guys should pick these.
Ooh, well then a dirty 19 hits you.
Yep.
For 7 points of damage. As this thing comes flying out and goes right into your freaking neck. Now, by the way, the ones that had attacked you are still attached to you.
Oh, fun.
The next one that's coming in for, you know what it is? It's, ooh, damn. Dirty 20 for 4 points of damage.
Ow.
You didn't wash your hands after you went to the hag's house, did you? You stink of that.
And they're like, oh, yeah.
10. I think a 10 will miss you. As that one's like fluttering around looking for an opening to go after you and it just hits metal. Okay, so we've got 3 fluttering around you, 2 are attached. 3 fluttering around you, 2 are attached.
You can fold them off.
They'll release themselves if they drink enough blood too.
So wizard.
I think that's a horrible idea.
So how many attacked each of those?
So they each have 2 sucking on them currently and a third one fluttering around them.
So they got 3 each.
Yeah. So what you doing?
He's as I begin mashing my hands together with
Okay.
what looks to be like sand or something,
You got some
And I
silk
just-
in your hands.
blow it up toward where she is.
Towards
Cast
David's
and
North's
sleep.
position. Oh!
So 14, 22, 29 points. So, I mean,
Mhm.
obviously there's no save. They just as
So-
many as I can sleep at that point.
Dude, they literally, you immediately start seeing the flapping.
Do I sleep
slow
too?
down.
Or just so?
No, I could choose.
Okay.
Actually, I could make it a 20-foot area on the edge of you.
Well, if you want, you can include him into that area. They're close enough.
I I think I'm gonna focus.
Immediately, you feel the flapping of them sucking on you, and the wings just start fluttering slower and slower, and then all three of them come falling down out of the tree to very sickly sounding thuds on the ground. Even though it's soft ground, it's still a 15-foot fall, and they only have a hit point each.
That's not terminal velocity for one of these things. It's fine.
It's a 1d6. They probably would die, but there's 0 hit points. Someone could always capture them while they're dying.
Right.
And literally all three just fall down to the ground and it's just like...
The first ink pen.
Oh, I guess I could have been.
Yeah, it only took 3 hit points to take all 3 out.
Yeah.
I mean, technically.
We're going to sell those ink pens.
So, it's now the Ranger's turn.
Yeah, so he's still got his.
He's got his 3 buddies.
Yeah.
You can always hail a thorn and hit him with some thorns. I'm just saying.
He can take it.
Yeah, how's your dexterity?
Yeah, one of my dump stats, actually.
You're going to follow it up because you know these things are very fragile.
Yeah.
And surely they couldn't survive another hail of thorns.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hail thorns. And I gotta hit one with the first arrow.
Okay.
Yeah, 21.
Oh yeah. You take its head off, and just as its blood starting to drip from the fallen corpse, the thorns explode out.
And they'll do 6 or 3.
Go ahead and make your dex save because they didn't make theirs.
12.
As immediately you're hearing the tink 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 of thorns hitting his armor and a couple popping through. So 6 points.
That's 6 points from the hell.
Immediately you're surrounded by
I was
these
figuring I was
floating
gonna
scourge balloons all around you. As all of a sudden the thorns just like crisscross your face and chest. And a couple get to flesh. As you realize the slight quiet sleeping of the other 3 on the ground. As they're all gone. You got the ones booking through the forest, escaping, that will live to tell the tale against their scourge people.
So it's
That's it.
light hands.
Okay, so you're gonna heal yourself?
Yep.
I'm gonna jump down from the tree and stab him and get see if it was.
Give me an athletics roll you can land on too.
You're gonna let that slide?
No, you can't. No, you can't. You will.
Technically, it's a brilliant idea.
Oh no! Oh no! As Gigglesnort tries to jump out of the tree all cool and badass.
I didn't say cool badass, I just said jump out of the tree.
Ooh!
For 6 points of damage as you land on top of the sturges and feel their like stingers possibly stabbing into you as you land on top of their waiting beaks.
I have one.
And she's just on the ground hurting right now.
I'm fine, it's just a flesh
I'm
wound.
fine.
It's just a flesh wound.
Wow. That was beautiful.
I don't
Swan died.
It
Just jumps up and
Yeah.
lands face first on top of them.
I meant to do that.
I'm picking myself. It's a swamp, so it's like.
58. Are you casting a healing spell instead? More bang for your buck?
No, her.
Oh.
No, it happened to work out that I had it. My lay hands was exactly my
Your
damage.
hit points?
It's
Okay.
not all.
Well, no.
So gain 9 hit
What I
points.
have in cash.
So you get 9 hit points back as the paladin reaches out and throws some of his healing magic of him bossing you around and saying, "Don't die!"
You don't have permission to die.
Not today.
Not
Alright, awesome.
That's figured you
I
could
mean,
take that shot.
I can always use a
No,
healer
technically-
to get on you.
Okay, technically it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. If everybody's going to take a shot.
Put a Band-Aid on
Yeah.
There we go.
And immediately in the distance, when the calm quiet is overtaking you guys with the fog and the horrible atmosphere.
Fog?
Yeah, fog.
Oh, I was there.
You were sleeping in the fog. You slept in the fog.
Yeah.
And as you guys hear off like miles away, like it's the swamp, so things echo because the moisture in there. This horrible shriek that you can't quite place what it is, but it goes on for like 2 minutes straight
It's
before
one of
dying
those.
off.
It's probably a bird.
So some kind of, night predator maybe. But you can't quite place what it is.
A shriek of pain, a shriek of alert.
It could even be a mating call of some horrible thing. Like the bugbear. You wonder why he's single.
And he managed to pick the most terrifying thing possible.
That's why he's the best one to pick. So you guys were pretty much after this horrible encounter of the flock of sturges.
At least it's not a flock of seagulls.
Sure.
Man, so far.
Also, is it animalistic, not potentially small child voice?
I just realized I had extra in here.
Yeah.
So.
So you guys managed to pull off, of course, I'm assuming you all sleep in late too.
Yeah.
You all sleep in late so you get full night's rest. And so all of this is right.
Well, it's something for now.
It's something until you have something better.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys sleep in, you get to you commune with your divineness. So what does your prayer act like since the group's now witnessing your full level 3 paladin prayer?
I say just being as I'm probably not sharing actually a lot of information, so probably quiet meditation.
Okay. And what about for our prayer?
What am I doing?
Oh, yeah. What's your morning prayer vigil like?
Good question. I hadn't even thought about that.
Okay. So when you think about it, that's what you're doing and everyone's saying you do. Are you thinking person or small animal?
Probably.
And with our bugbear going
Probably
for his
not.
wizard's tome,
Probably not.
or his war journal,
Grading assassins.
Goblin
people
pursues
start mouse
Book of War magic.
Very ornate dragon mode. You didn't have time to study that.
No, you didn't.
But it's a very worn tone.
Mm-hmm.
You stole it from a mage. I tell his tale that I killed him, but obviously if you look at the age of the tome, you know I couldn't hold that deal.
Well, you never know. Maybe the apprentice who had the book, maybe you murdered him in bugbear fashion. And maybe you took his hair braid as a as a bookmark.
There you go.
So he ate him, is what you're saying.
Okay.
The bugbears involved eating the corpses probably definitely happened.
Right?
I was just thinking, no wait, yeah, it's the bugbear.
It's our bugbear.
He's expecting to break his streak.
Okay, I figured out what I'm doing. So.
Okay. What is your morning prayer cycle like?
My morning prayer cycle is finding a small animal, not her mouse.
Everyone likes Zill better than me anyway.
And gutting it, and giving its essence to egg. So
You sure that wasn't?
I'm pretty sure it was a lizard this time.
Every time she finds a mouse, she's you gotta check.
Yeah, really. I find a mouse. I'm like, is yours with you? Okay, we're good.
The one time she forgets.
Are you good? We're good. Okay, so you guys start tramping through the swamp because you pretty much the path is to the left. I'm assuming you leave your wolves in a safe place.
I'm thinking at this point we're probably on foot through the
They don't want
swamp.
to
Yeah.
Okay, so who's going to be pathfinding? Because at this point we're talking like a sword and cutting a path through the swamp. Because your map is now off the beaten path.
So I can point. So I'm pointing the way, but someone needs to clear
I'll
the way.
take the point.
He's like, you don't want me making the trail because it'll only be 3 foot tall.
You're on the shoulder.
Yes.
Well, you need to be right next to it and say. So go ahead and give me a survival roll. I'll give you advantage because of the ancient map that you do have.
Okay.
Even though the topography does not match the map.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you're going to roll that.
An 18 is as bad as I can get. Ooh.
Okay, so needless to say, you're like, even though you're close to the ground, it gives you good perspective of what the map says. As you're pointing, and I'm assuming with your sword, you're macheting through there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are basically first couple hours macheting into the swamp. Even though it's a good thing you have dark vision, because even though it's daytime, the amount of light getting into the underbrush is barely dim light. For you guys, that's no problem. So you're chopping through. Now, are you specifically taking the lead in chopping, or are you guys alternating?
Nothing.
Okay, so after about 2 hours,
I mean, how many swords do we have?
you're sort of
No, how many swords do we have?
I'd say they have short swords.
and your sword is really appropriate for cutting through dead trees. As you guys witness him at one point chop a dead tree, and it like shatters the tree.
Wow. I'm picturing the anime scene of just like screen was black, a light white arc, and then.
So go ahead and give me a con save since you're working your butt off making this trail. See if you get your first point of exhaustion. That'll be great.
I got that song.
What's that? 8 total?
Yeah.
Ooh, so yes, you will be taking a point of exhaustion because you know you're working your ass off out there, and you're getting a little winded.
You know, you can't change up your spells every day. Just like
So as a point of exhaustion, by the way, you have disadvantage on ability checks.
actually,
The next one, your speed is halved, so
he doesn't get cantrips. Sorry, I'm not.
oh no, that's cool. That's the bonus of the player.
He's chastising me about my spells, so.
She could have taken guidance and given the low ball.
So you're basically overheating going through this jungle, and you're just like not liking this at all. So
Sucks. It's a stinking hot swamp. It sucks.
between the two of you, who wants to do a perception roll? You probably don't want the guy in disadvantage to
Yeah,
do
no, I'm gonna do
perception.
the perception roll.
Okay.
You missed a branch there.
8.
Perfect.
Okay. The coast is clear. You guys are chopping through.
Very comfortable.
You're making this nice little and single path through the jungle.
Wow, you're gonna have to up your game, son.
I'm really confident in my stance. No. I know. I'm playing it. It's just like, yeah. That's why I like, I like being confident with my bad rolls.
Confidence. So immediately as you're chopping your way through there, your buddy's next to you. He's pointing away, saying, long, smoother strokes. You're gonna exhaust yourself keeping this up. You guys cut past some area where it's kind of opening up, just a fairly small 5-foot straight path through the underbrush. Everything else is extremely difficult terrain. For a second there, a bird shadow passes over your face that you barely can register because you're so exhausted. And who's right behind you two? What's the order? So we got the paladin and ranger.
What would make most sense?
Wow.
I'm next.
The cleric is next. Are you okay? You can share.
Do you want to pull up the rear, or do you want me to?
You can.
Okay, so that makes Giggle Snort next, and then me in the back.
Yeah. So these guys don't notice it. What's your passive perceptions?
10.
11?
12.
12. You immediately, as you guys are all just walking past, they're all looking around and stuff. You immediately sense there's an imminent attack coming.
A blue-eyed snake.
I say, obviously, be on the alert. I sense an attack.
Okay. That's all you want to do?
Well, obviously, be prepared.
Okay. As all of a sudden, the wizard in the back of the group, the bugbear looks at you. He's like, okay, I'm prepared. As a javelin goes whizzing over your ear. 9 to strike, so she tells you to be aware. As you just see this javelin like whiz and zip into the bushes.
I mean, so basically, it's almost at the same exact time.
Yeah. And in that moment where you're doing that Matrix thing, watching the javelin fly by, you realize it looks almost like the spear you saw stabbing into the ground with a child.
Freaking lizards.
No, that's my cue. Hey, listen, men, take cover.
Lizard, it's what's for dinner.
Woo!
Okay, so everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah! No, we got that out of the way.
I got a 6.
8. And what did our leader get?
15.
15. What did our cleric get? 18. And you have
We're sort of generic.
Okay.
I got the one out of the way.
So immediately, now that the spear has gone flying by and the jungle is getting very quiet, you guys have that moment where you all look around and there's like some bird song that just immediately stops. And the crickets stop. And the bird circling overhead, there's this moment where there's a bird that circles overhead. And all of a sudden you realize when you look around in the jungle, immediately there's 4 shapes that just kind of like immediately blend out of the jungle. Reptilian, covered with like jewelry, very primal. They all have some javelins in their back. They all have a shield that's got like turtle spikes or teeth in their shields. And they're just looking at you with cold, dead, uncaring eyes that they want to eat you.
And I want the jewelry.
Their scrimshaw jewelry is immaculately put together, by the way. You know that you can sell that in the goblin markets with no problem. Fortunately for you, you realize that you guys walked right past them, where they were lying and hiding. And they're all looking at the big bugbear. So immediately,
Which is good. Go backwards.
they are all closing in except for this one who's standing right there with his spear ready. They're
So
coming
I
up.
kind of lean over to you, get ready with the heel.
Get ready with the heel, please.
This is going to be a
As they are immediately walking up through the muck. Now they're not running too fast because of course it is difficult terrain, but they're just close enough. Like they almost plan this kind of ambush as they watch you guys slowly practically walk over them. It's
I
good.
was too busy figuring out where to go rather than paying attention to it.
Rather than what to walk over.
Yeah.
That they're naturally stealthy. I mean, this is something that you're noticing, that they are naturally stealthy. So the first one's going to come at you, and he literally just first lays into you with the shield. He's just going to slam you with the shield.
Okay.
So first comes the shield,
15 AC.
and he just thumps against you with this spike shield. He misses you. No damage. You're like, whatever. And then immediately follows up with the javelin that he stabs underneath the shield with. Because he's feeling confident shit. And misses you horribly with his mighty 9.
Okay.
The next one is coming up. He's flanking the other guy. So he's like, hey, I got you. Combat advantage. Got you. So he's going to hit you with the shield. Pretty much just like their same tactics. Smack with the shield, hit with the spear. What do I got?
14.
Ooh. So I got, first one was a 21.
Okay. That's good.
With that shield.
It's only right in front of your face.
That's true, it is. Ooh. 8 points of damage as that shield comes bashing into you.
That's a killer.
He Captain America that shield on you.
Right.
Okay, and then comes the spear. At least a 20. So an unnatural 20. As he comes in with the javelin stab. For 3 points. Obviously, the big spiked shield is far more intimidating than the little javelin. Which the shield is kind of cool looking. With the little spikes on it.
It is.
As he's like...
Yeah, we'll pay for that.
And the next one comes right up to your face with his spear. He's going to go for the spear. And he's hungry now. He's going to take a bite out of it if he can. So, Mighty 12 won't hit you, will it?
Will not.
So he spears and you do the whole juke to the side, Matrix style, as the spear misses, the blood running down you. He follows up with his teeth as he just opens his mouth in this crocodilian smile. And he really wants to take a bite out of crime. 15 won't hit you, will it?
It meets my AC.
Oh! So he just bears down on your shoulder. It's something... Bears down.
Glad I wasn't the only one thinking
For 7 points of damage, as your robe is getting shredded on your shoulder.
And that drops you.
As your legs just go weak and you drop to your knees in front of him, he's just like...
So you get ready for the heal.
Which means your face is now at his head level. They're ready for dinner.
Bugbear, because we're going to
And then the one
Now
over
she's just
here
going to
with
spare
his,
the dying on me.
with his javelin is going to throw the javelin at the Goblin standing behind. Holy shit. Will a 21 hit you? For 3 points of damage. They're not good with their spears today. They're better with everything else.
I'm quite thankful about that, actually.
As javelin goes, just like glancingly scrapes across your side and hits the monk next to you. As you just see that sad sound of the knees of the bugbear hits the loam of the ground. Can you see the place now?
I'll eat you. Not for the fun of you.
Okay, so, Cleric, it's your turn.
It's like, do I help him or do I take care of the...
There are 4 of them. They're not far from you. I mean,
There's no save on a cure, by the way. Wink.
Yeah, but I can only do 1. Can't do 2.
you can do bonus action Spirit of the Dying.
Oh.
You're not wrong, so I could do that. Okay.
What are you going to do?
Do what you suggested, the bonus action, Spirit of the
You
Dying.
can Spirit of the Dying bonus action? I'm not sure. I'm just throwing that out there.
Oh,
He's got 3 rounds to live.
That's true.
He can roll a natural 20.
Well,
That
let's
can speak
see.
1 hit point. I have faith in him.
I'm reading.
It's okay. Take a moment.
I should have cashed you. But,
Plus 4 to AC against all of those attacks would have helped.
yeah.
But they were rolling on fire.
Right, the first one went over 20 and it was like, well, we'll see.
That great roll for that shield. The fact that every one of their attacks except the spears were 6s. They maxed out on damage.
Better go big or go home.
I am. I'm gonna use Touch of Death.
Touch of Death.
So that means I have to actually move up to 1.
If you move up and share space with our rogue, which you can be right there adjacent to both of these 2 on the sides. And they're flanking them.
So,
Oh, she likes me. No, just look at that hand.
so yeah, Touch of Death, and that's a melee attack.
Okay.
You mother.
What'd you get? Did you touch the bugbear? Was it an actual 1?
No,
It's
it's a 9.
okay.
It's a 9.
You immediately come out.
Yeah, 4 to that, right?
That's with the 4.
That's with the 4, the 9?
No, a saving face. So yeah, so then that would be a 13.
Okay, so you reach up with your hand, starts coursing with necrotic energy to touch
It's
it.
9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock. Do you know where your players are? And you immediately latch out to touch him, and the lizard man just kind of like shirks behind his shield, and you just like, touch his shield, and you see the scales get all dry. But he deflects the attack.
Big old jerk.
And he's looking at you like, death magic? Not that.
It'd be like.
And you just see lizard eye looking at you over the shield as he's weighing, whether you should be eating or the small one next to you. Okay, so next it's going to be the ranger's turn. That's probably the last turn at the moment.
Yeah.
So we wrap it up.
Yeah, I'm going to focus my planar warrior energy. It's called planar warrior. It doesn't feel weird to say. What am I doing to them other than just like focusing with planar energy knowledge upon one of the shield. The shieldless man that she was.
Okay, the one that she barely missed.
Yeah, I'm gonna focus my planar warrior, my bonus action, and then fire my bow at him.
Okay, so what does your planar warrior do?
It if I hit, it doesn't turns the damage to force damage and then deals an extra 1d8.
Ooh.
So it was a 15 versus AC.
That will hit.
Awesome.
He tries to whip the shield out to stop your arrow, but you just sink right into his chest.
For 12 points of damage.
Okay. So you immediately hit him with your arrow that has extra.
Yeah, it's almost like it's got that sonic.
It's that little sonic
kind of,
streak.
Yeah. Yes.
And believe it or not, he is still on his feet with an arrow sticking out of his ribcage. He looks hurt, but he is still on his feet. And he's just like, the one eye that's looking over there is looking right at you now as the next biggest predator. So, he's just like, maybe I should throw the spear instead of hold on to it.
Mm-hmm.
Ice-T's rule of knives. Throw the knife, don't hold the knife. Okay, so next up is going to be our rogue. But unfortunately, we have to wrap it up there.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Just yourself.
Okay,
Yeah, he has
go
to
for
come
it.
to tell us he's
Okay.
playing.
Okay. Do you want to shoot the wounded one next to your
You
friend?
can't carry us all out at the same time.
By the way,
Try.
your cleric friend is adjacent to both of these for your extra roguey goodness. That extra d6 you do damage on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So which one are you going for? The damaged one or the undamaged one? Damaged one or damaged one?
Hint. Do the damage.
I'm gonna do the damage one.
Okay.
How much is it damage?
A lot.
It's for
Are you sure? Because I get extra damage.
Yeah.
So you don't want me to like take extra damage? I'll take damage.
Sneak attack.
Okay.
24.
Wow. Okay, that will hit.
And 9 damage.
9 damage.
2d6 and third.
Huh?
Is it 2d6 and third? Sneak attack? Maybe.
Oh, you're right. It is.
Is it?
It
Was
is.
that 2?
I just got it.
Yeah, it's still a point
Yay.
more than you had before.
Actually, so you're now 10 points.
Yeah. Did it
As
die?
you stick your knife into its ribcage right next to where the arrow like blew some of its ribs out inside, you thought for a second it was going to live with 1 hit point. But you rolled 1 extra hit point and twisted the knife as you pulled it out. And it also looks at you and its eyes just roll back and it falls back dead to the ground.
See?
Thank you for remembering that.
Because you got to the next level of the sneaky rogueness.
Yeah.
Okay, so that brings us to, sadly, our wizard, who's going to kill them all in one amazing move. But unfortunately, he's currently having flashbacks to his master, teaching him war magic and how he was beaten nearly to death before he was allowed to cast a spell.
Yeah, I know.
Damn war academy.
Bugbears.
Academy of Destruction. Okay, Paladin, what are you going to do? You're exhausted.
Yeah, and so I will channel my
Take
divinity
it out.
for the War of Conquest again.
Okay. So
He's
go
very
ahead.
confident.
What's that do?
They each need to make a wisdom save or be afraid.
Oh,
Okay.
Aura of Conquering. I thought you said Aura of Confidence. Like, brought out your mirror like Stuart Smalley.
And it gets 12.
Yep.
This one makes it no problem. And this one will make another. That's -1. They're still making it. And the guy from the distance is watching you get all ripped and scary. Has no problem with it either. It's all of a sudden you go scary, but these reptiles, it's probably because the lizard folk don't fear. It's the reptile brain. And that's probably why they're just nonchalant about your fear. They just know that you are an alpha predator. Not that they need to fear you, just that you are an alpha predator. Don't let you get to them. Eat and steal the edible ones and run.
We need to get you some mustache wax so you look more like
There you go.
Dwarf or something. A little more charismatic, a little prettier.
We'll brace them for those.
So, who's got the highest passive perception?
14.
14. That would be you. I'll give you that you do notice. Remember how I said there's a bird flying over?
Yeah.
It seems to be very, very odd in the fact that it's standing watching everything.
Standing?
On a tree branch. Landing on the
Oh.
branch and it's
It
watching.
is standing in the air.
Yeah, this is D&D.
And it landed and it's watching what's going on. With not quite animal intelligence in its blue eyes.
Yeah.
With a 14, I'll give that to you, because it's not like, you see this bird stand in the middle of the battle and blatantly look down at y'all.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely point out. I think we got another target.
Unless it's a vulture.
No, it seems to be some kind of ravenish bird
Yeah.
With the blue eyes.
with bright blue eyes.
That's how you know something's evil. It's got blue
Blue
eyes.
eyes.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm in trouble. I got blue eyes.
Okay, so top of the initiative. Since
Also,
we haven't
sometimes they
been-
disguise
we haven't been told
themselves
about
as
time yet, so
Black girl.
There you go.
so this guy over here is immediately seeing what the rogue did to his buddy. In fact, he spilled his guts all over the ground. And he's going to come at you with a spear. I don't think he's going to lean down and bite you for the flare. He's going to say that for flare.
Yeah, just for next time.
So a natural 20 for 8 points of damage. She basically brings down that spear on you.
I have 2.
As Claire, you're hearing the goblin squeak as she's getting stabbed with a spear covered in bugbear blood. And then he's going to turn his teeth on the cleric.
How many of
Will a 14 hit you?
Yes.
It will.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Some my AC's 13.
7 points of damage as he bites into you, and you just see the bugbear's blood, the t-shirt on its mouth, as it just bites into you. Actually, no, that was the guy over here that did that. Never mind. You just see the snap into the wrist. And then we have this guy who's there with his spear and his mouth covered with bugbear goodness, and you popping off your aura of badassery.
a road today?
And he's gonna whip his javelin up, and he's gonna chuck his javelin at you. Will a 15 hit you?
No.
Good, because that's a 6 again. Again, with the javelins, they're rolling high. So his javelin goes flying over and misses you, and he immediately barks some hissy, draconic orders to his teammates of grab the food and let's leave. The blue-eyed bird is here. Now, is anyone in the group got draconic except the guy that's dying around?
That is a common goblin orc.
Okay, so
Oh,
you hear him hissing.
Abyssal and demon and goblin and common.
So they're hissing something in draconic, and they kind of look at each other except for the dead one. And he's going to take a step forward and pick up the dead one and fling it over his shoulder. He's basically going to do the grapple. I'm going to be jerking, making an athletics roll for lifting him up, which he had no problem with. And he's starting to slug off into the jungle. He's only getting about 15 feet away. Lift the corpse. Probably to eat it, because they're sensitive people.
They don't feed him for
Well,
days.
that was the one that gave the orders?
That was the one that was there, yeah, that barked the orders. This one is going to step forward to the bugbear. He's going to be at disadvantage humping this big bastard.
Oh, I thought he was already carrying that.
No, he's carrying the wounded one. The one that she killed. the dead lizard man that she killed, they're gonna take that home for dinner too.
Okay.
And he's gonna come up and try to pick you up.
Holy shit.
What?
Wow.
But he's a disadvantage, so.
Wow. I think he'd probably do it.
So he
I mean, I am pretty big.
he's pulling a 12, which I was going to give him a 15 or better to deadlift you out of the muck. So he kind of pulls you up, but your feet are your knees are sinking into the muck.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just barely missing you, and he's just like looks at you and you, and he just kind of like hisses and kind of is stepping back to follow this guy. So they're about 15 feet off your little beaten path. This guy's still here going, what the fuck, guys? And it's going to be our cleric's turn. You see the guy trying to steal the bugbear. You do get an attack of opportunity, by the way. Oh, the one that walked away.
Okay.
Because he did get into the bugbear square to pick him up.
How far away is he?
Well, basically, it was when he attempted to pick up the bugbear and said, screw it, moved. When he moves, you both get an attack of opportunity.
Well, you said the other guy too.
Well, the other guy was adjacent to you.
Okay.
She wasn't threatening the guy that picked up the horse.
Okay.
About that time?
Yeah, it's just after 9 o'clock.
Okay, both the guys, attack of opportunity. Quick!
Okay.
Quick!
Warhammer.
D20 plus your regular attack.
18.
18 will hit.
Not sneak attack, just the regular.
Yeah, just regular.
Oh my god.
I'm going to swing it two-handed, so...
That will hit.
Yeah.
You!
Or does she get sneak attack? Because if
It's an attack of opportunity.
that will still get
She
sneak
can
attack.
burn it if
She
wants.
already used it once this.
This is the next
It's
round.
it's per turn, not per
So you
round.
could use it this round if you want.
So 3 points of damage.
Yeah.
Because it is the next round.
You scratch him with your hammer.
Right.
Sneak attack is per turn, not per round. Unless James actually rolls otherwise.
It would make sense, so.
Yeah, if she wants to burn it down instead of later.
Yeah.
You want to burn on this guy, not that guy? There's still that guy, the one that stabbed you.
Yeah, but I don't get an attack of opportunity.
No.
Well, then I'm just gonna do it the one that I just.
Okay. So what's your total damage? It's 12 plus something.
12 plus 3.
Jesus. As you kind of like push him with your hammer, this one kind of like hamstrings him. He's still alive, and he's got this huge cut going down his leg that's just dripping into the mucky, swampy ground. And that is a good place to wrap it up there.
Here are your lucky dice.
Keep water, so we're trying to carry.
Thank you for listening to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And feel free to enjoy our other shows, such as D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, and Scion Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion hero to Ragnarok story. Thank you for listening.
Hello, this is Eric.
And Wendy Strock with Stone Valley Hobby and Games.
We sell board games, card games, role-playing games, and supplies. We have thousands of Magic the Gathering cards available, carry Kickstarter products, and work with veteran-owned small businesses to bring you our own line of products.
We are a small business retailer, but we offer competitive prices, a loyalty system, and free shipping on orders over $100.
As a military veteran myself, I'm a strong supporter of our armed forces, their families, and contractors out there doing the hard job. So any order from an AA, AE, or EP address will be shipped absolutely free.
Remember, StoneValleyGames.com, where we take your leisure seriously.